Welcome to Team Peri's Step Out of Line podcast, featuring co-hosts Peri and Lori Finkelstein. Together, they explore, meet, and share inspirational stories with guests who have made a positive impact in today's world. This podcast resonates with our hope to make this world a better place one step at a time through love, acceptance, and uplifting conversations.
Danielle from the Elvis Duran Show, who we adore here. And we wanted to ask you a few questions to help us get us through this corona quarantine situation that we're in. So
of course.
We were hoping that you'd be able to brighten our viewers' days.
Of course.
So here we go. First question. What are you binging on right now on TV?
Oh, well, of course, Tiger King. We just finished Tiger King.
Okay. I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, you have to see Tiger King. And now Ozark. I am up as of right now. I am just finished episode 5. So we're up to episode 6 of Ozark. And then once that's done, I'm open to suggestions because I'm going to need something new because I'll cry after Ozark's done.
Right. I have to do Ozark. Did you ever see Fauda?
No, is that good?
So it's an Israeli show. You do need to have subtitles. It's amazing. I'm waiting for season 3 to come out.
Okay, that's cool. I like subtitles. I'm good with that.
A lot of action, a lot of killing. It's fun.
Oh, that's great.
Peri likes more the romantic comedy kind of thing.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't need to cry anymore than we are now. So I like the good killing. I'm on Blacklist. I finished everything that's out. I love Blacklist. I don't know if
I haven't seen that.
Oh my God, it was amazing. So a lot of fun.
Okay.
And do you have any projects? I know you're still working. You're one of the few who are still working. Do you have any projects that you've managed to do around the house?
So I actually spent 6 hours in my kitchen going through every single cabinet, like just getting rid of things and then finding things that I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know I had this. I could use this. And I started baking. And I'm having so much fun baking, which is, it's a good and a bad thing because, you're baking. So now to counteract the baking, I'm trying to get working out a little bit more. So I'm doing like online workout stuff. But my little guy, who's just turned 11, he wants to start doing at-home experiments, science experiments. So he came to me today with like, Mom, we need to get borax and we need to get this and I want to do this. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I think up next might be some at-home science experiments.
Okay. So my husband, who we met before we start,
yes.
he's recording Chemicals with Paul, new episodes on our Instagram Team Peri Rocks page that he might like to look at. So far, he has 2 science experiments that he recorded. We ask people call us and say, what are you guys crazy? You're going to blow up your house.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't want to blow up the house. I want something simple. But simple that I'm not going to blow up the house.
No, these are very simple, which you might find useful, and it's to help with the corona things that we don't have that everybody needs in their home. So the first episode, he teaches people how to make Purell. And the second one was how to make sanitizer, like to clean your house with, out of pool shock.
Oh, that's cool.
Very interesting. Yeah, so that's a lot of fun. All right, so we love you. As you know, we met you at Z100. I guess it was maybe September when we first met you.
Yes.
And when we first met you, we walked away from that meeting and Peri said, this is the first time she went anywhere where people didn't know her and she didn't feel walking out like they only thought of her as being a disabled person. And the way that you just engaged her and were able to just communicate with her and just, have something in common with her very quickly really touched her heart. And
that means a lot.
She walked away from that saying, that was like the most amazing experience I've ever had. And you tend to make people feel like that all the time on air. And I know especially now, people are turning to you as like a beacon of normalcy and hope and just, helping us keep it together. So I also was listening to you because I really have time now to listen, that you lost it in the supermarket.
Oh,
and we've all lost it in the supermarket under normal conditions.
Yeah.
especially now. And it was just like you really put yourself out there, your personality, your feelings, everything that you've been through with your dad. So my question is this something that you've learned to do over the years? Were you always this kind of person where you were just open and willing to share your heart with everybody?
I think it's gotten more over the years because you get more comfortable as you do this over the years. But I think that that's just I'm kind of just me. I kind of feel like what you see is what you get with me. Really, what I am on the air is what I really am in real life. I'm the same person. I try not to put on any airs, and I try to bring my real personality, to you, so that when you meet me, you say, "Oh wow, you really are the same."
Right.
I say like it is, I use potty mouth and I always apologize for myself. But at the same time, I feel like I do have a good heart and I try to do what I think is best.
Yes. And you started out, I mean, this is like you're over 20 years in radio.
Yeah,
Did
over
you ever-
25. We just celebrated 25 years.
That's
Me,
crazy.
Peri, Greg T, Scotty B. Yeah, all of us. It's
So did
crazy.
you ever think that you would be here in this
No,
2020 year, still on
no.
the radio, still with these guys?
I never thought I was going to be able to do radio. I thought I sounded like Elmo. I thought that there was no way in hell they were going to let me do this for a living. I wanted to be, well, last time we saw each other, we were in Disney. Remember? We ran into
Right.
each other in Disney. And I honestly one of my life dreams was to be a Disney character and just perform in Disney and be a princess or be a villain and
Right.
sing and be in the parade or be on Broadway and do that type of stuff. Never in a million years did I think I'd do radio or do television broadcasting. But when I was in college, I met somebody in the elevator and they said, "Hey, do you want to do news on the radio station?" And I just happened to say, "Yeah." And that was it. The rest is history. I
That's
fell in love with
amazing.
radio and somehow, my friend Joe Malerba, who worked for the radio station at St. John's University, he said, "Hey, there's internships at Z100. Does anybody want to apply?" I applied, got in, and somehow I'm still here. I
That's it.
don't know. It's amazing. It's still
So
amazing.
who was your big supporter? Like who just like kept at like all these years and said, we got this, we can do it, we're gonna be great, we're gonna go national. Like who was the one who said this could really happen?
Well, you mean at the station?
Yeah, like who do you think is like
So Tom Pullman, who was our program director, now he's like in charge of everything iHeart. He was the first one to give me my contract. He liked my New York accent. It's funny because in college they try to get you to get rid of your New York accent.
right,
They like had me put a pencil in my mouth and say your words like this, and it was the total opposite at Z. They were like, no, 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 we want you to keep your accent. That's what people love. And so the reason I actually got to be on air originally was because Tom loved my accent. And he was like, no, we want to try you with your accent. And so I started to do little things and he just was like, it's working. So he gave me my first contract. So because of him, but this is funny. Years before that, the first program director that we had there, Steve Kingston, he used to have me babysit his son at house, and he used to pull me off the phone when I answered the phone when I was in college. He'd say, "Go to my house and take care of my son." And he liked me, and he decided to keep me around. So he would find things for me to do at the radio station, even after I graduated, little things for me so that I could actually stay and work there. And he would find things for me in the phone department, in the programming department, in the commercial department, because he wanted to keep me around, and he thought I would be a good employee. And then I just kind of worked my way around. And then Tom saw what I could do on air, and then worked my way up from there.
that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
a that's a great story.
So yeah, I mean, it was honestly, I would get in at 5 a.m. when I started, and I would leave at 5 p.m. I would be there all day long, and I would be getting paid nothing. When I started, minimum wage was $4.25.
Right. That's great.
So yeah,
But see, it all worked out, but you
it
worked
all
really
worked
hard.
out. It all worked out.
Perry also, I mean, her whole life she's had to work hard for everything that she's gotten, and we know one day it's going to pay off. We're
Yeah.
waiting. So as you know, Perry's done marathons.
Yep.
This is going to be our team's 11th year, and this is Perry's 10th year.
Wow.
Coming up in January of 2021, it'll be her 10th year in a marathon. And when we do a marathon, we have a medical backpack, we have a jogging stroller with Peri in it and all her equipment on it. We carry a lot of stuff. I carry a roll of toilet paper. You never know what you need. So if you were going to do a marathon and you had a fanny pack, what were the 3 things that you would put in the fanny pack?
A bottle of water, definitely. Oh my gosh, I don't know.
You could not live without that you think you would desperately need.
While
you're doing the marathon.
Running, right?
Yeah.
Okay, definitely water. I'm going to say probably a granola bar because I'm going to get hungry during the marathon and I'm going to need to eat something. And a phone because if I can't finish the marathon and I fall, I'm going to need somebody to come and pick me up.
Smart girl. All right. Do you have any questions for Peri at all?
So tell me what you guys have been doing while you're at home. What have you been doing to keep the time?
I'm currently in school. So
you're in school?
Yeah. So she's at Adelphi. She's a sophomore. So she has the classes online.
Yeah, so do you have online classes? Like you're actually in, like, because my son is in high school and he has online, like the teachers are actually there. Right. But my little guy, they just kind of like give him the work to do.
So she has both. Yeah. It's a hybrid, which is good because like 2 of her favorite teachers she's face to face with, and that's great. And the other teachers just keep loading on the work. But the first thing that they always say is, forget the work, forget what it's due. We'll get to that. We want to know how you're doing first.
Oh, and that's good.
That they ask the kids, and then they do the work and the papers. But really supportive, and I think we're a kinder, gentler nation at this point. I think from everything.
Yeah, definitely.
But life goes on, and you still got to do. But it's it's a crazy time.
Yeah, 100%.
But as long as I think you have things to look forward to in the future, we can get there. Like we're looking forward to our marathon. You're looking forward to getting back into the office and seeing your coffee guy, and
Yes, I miss my Mustafa.
Right.
I talked to him on Instagram the other day.
Oh,
I'm like, I miss you. So
yeah, there's a fruit guy at the court, right in front of the courthouse. It's like, I miss my fruit guy. I should go see him. I was like, don't go see him right now. Yeah.
Right. But my mom was saying yesterday, she was like, you're not going to take for granted like having lunch with your girlfriends anymore. Like just being able to go outside and sit and have a chat with somebody that you can't have a chat with right now. Like those little things that you used to take for granted that you just were normal things that you do every day. You're not going to take those for granted anymore.
Right. Like spinning the toilet paper till like it flies all over the room. That's what I'm so looking forward to.
That's right.
Well, we thank you so much for joining us and for giving us your time. We really love seeing you again. And
thank you.
We hope to see you again soon.
Yes, definitely.
And we'll keep in touch because we have, hopefully we'll get a couple of Team Peri events in this year. We don't know, because they're big group events. So we'll see what happens. And maybe, just maybe, we can convince you to do the marathon.
Yeah, I would love to do it if I can and if it's happening and if, it all depends on the timing. That's always the problem.
I know. Well, we know it's January 30th or 31st. January 31st, I think, was a Sunday.
Okay.
So we'll see. You never know.
Okay.
Be awesome. But thank you so much. We love you.
Thank you, guys. Love you.
We love listening to you. We'll speak to you soon.
All right. Stay safe.
Thank you. You too.